Unveiling Jesus' prophecies, signs of the end times. Ever wondered what Jesus said about the end of the world? Stay tuned as we dive into his profound teachings on this captivating subject. We'll uncover the mysteries and revelations he shared about the end times, tribulation, and his glorious second coming. The Olivet Discourse is one of the most compelling sections of the New Testament, offering insights into the future. Jesus delivered this discourse to his disciples, providing them with a roadmap of events leading up to the end of the world. Jesus chose the Mount of Olives as the setting for this momentous teaching. It was here, with his closest followers, that he revealed the signs and events that would precede his return and the conclusion of the age. The teachings of the Olivet Discourse can be found in three Gospel accounts: Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. Each provides a unique perspective, yet they collectively present a comprehensive picture of Jesus' end-time prophecies. The disciples were eager to know about the future. They asked Jesus specific questions regarding the signs of his return and the end of the age. His responses would become some of the most studied and discussed passages in Christian eschatology. The disciples approached Jesus with a pressing question about the signs of his return and the end of the age. They were curious and eager to understand the future events that would signal the culmination of history. Jesus began his response by emphasizing the importance of discernment. He warned that many false prophets would arise, claiming to be the Messiah or speaking in his name. These deceivers would lead many astray, creating confusion and fear. He spoke about wars and rumors of wars, indicating that conflicts between nations would be a significant sign. Despite the chaos, Jesus urged his followers not to be alarmed, as these events must happen, but the end was still to come. Natural disasters, including earthquakes, famines, and pestilences, were also mentioned as indicators of the approaching end times. These calamities would serve as reminders of the world's fragility and the need for vigilance and preparedness among believers. Jesus continued by addressing the persecution that believers would face. He foretold that his followers would be handed over to be persecuted and killed, and they would be hated by all nations because of him. This persecution would test their faith and endurance. Jesus spoke of natural disasters as signs of the end times, mentioning earthquakes, famines, and pestilences. These occurrences would be prevalent and serve as indicators of the approaching end, emphasizing the need for awareness and preparedness among believers. Believers would face persecution, betrayal, and hatred for their faith. Jesus warned that they would be handed over to be persecuted and killed, and they would be hated by all nations. This would test their faith and commitment to him. Wickedness would increase, leading many to grow cold in their love for others. Jesus highlighted that the rise in sin and lawlessness would cause a decline in compassion and empathy. This moral decay would be a significant sign of the times. Despite the turmoil, the gospel would be preached worldwide before the end comes. Jesus assured that the good news of the kingdom would be proclaimed to all nations. This global evangelism would mark a key milestone in God's redemptive plan. Next, Jesus described a period of tribulation marked by unprecedented distress. He emphasized that this time of great suffering would be unequaled from the beginning of the world. Believers were urged to remain steadfast and faithful during these intense trials. A time of great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world, is a key element Jesus highlighted in the Olivet Discourse. This period, marked by unparalleled suffering, will test the faith and endurance of believers like never before. Jesus referenced the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel, a prophetic sign indicating the desecration of holy places. This event serves as a pivotal marker within the timeline of tribulation, signaling that the end times are drawing near. He advised those in Judea to flee to the mountains when they see these signs. This urgent call to action underscores the severity of the coming tribulation and the need for immediate, decisive responses to ensure survival. False messiahs and prophets performing signs and wonders to deceive even the elect are another critical warning. These deceptive figures will exploit the chaos and desperation of the times, making discernment and steadfast faith vital for believers. Finally, Jesus spoke about his second coming with vivid imagery. Cosmic signs such as the darkening of the sun and the falling of stars will precede his return, heralding a dramatic culmination of the end times and the fulfillment of his promises. Jesus described cosmic signs that would precede his return, including the sun being darkened and the moon ceasing to give its light. Stars would fall from the sky, and heavenly bodies would be shaken, signaling unprecedented celestial disturbances. These dramatic cosmic events would alert the world to the imminent return of Christ. The altered state of the heavens would serve as a divine announcement, unmistakable to all, that the culmination of history and the fulfillment of prophecy were at hand. Amidst these signs, the Son of Man would appear in the sky with great power and glory. This glorious return would be visible to everyone, a stark contrast to his humble first coming, and would mark his ultimate triumph. Jesus emphasized that his return would be unmistakable and awe-inspiring. The entire world would witness his glory as he descends from heaven, gathering his elect from the four winds, and establishing his righteous reign over all creation. If you believe in the positive impact we're striving for, share this video with friends, family, or anyone you think might resonate with our message of the wisdom of the Bible. Let's grow together through peace and understanding.